ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? It all settle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my fate, cause
tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Jones and the New York Giants taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. We came on air, this New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Roethlisberger's pass intercepted. The Giants take over first.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
4 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 17, Jones. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for them, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Roethlisberger. And he whips that one incomplete there. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And that is incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass, incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Tate to return it. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Tackle made by
Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
At the 41-yard line.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And
he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. It's caught. Shepard. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 2nd and 2, Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, it's momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he slips up 5 before being tackled. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
It's a gain of
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
4-yard gain on the play.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know that...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Come on!
The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And this one through the uprights and good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down run for Connor. Not going to get much. Maybe a yard. Second down.
Brought down at the...
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
Good catch there by Eric Ebron, and the Steelers are hoping that they see the 2018 version of this young man. 66 catch, 750 yards, and 13 touchdowns. And that was good enough for second in the league with the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers like to throw to the tight end. They hope Ebron is the guy.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
They've given up a few first downs on the incompletion there. That should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down now, it's Connor. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
To James Conner.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He'll try and run forward with Connor. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Connor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
Again, was all carrier. He was taken down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And it's 17-7.
Running into the kicker. Defense.
So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game planned for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Open man, Smith-Schuster is complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit Bader. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
For this size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. 23 yards on the play.
And that's a play that will likely be forgotten.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Russell Wilson with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. A.J. Green, a touchdown catch in the victory. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. 34-16 was your final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. Now this, Charles, the final game of the return to football weekend 2020, but we'll be right back at it in 3 days from now. Thursday night football, Cincinnati and Cleveland. No love lost between those two. A good one in the AFC North. Thursday, 8:20 Eastern on EA Sports. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd and short.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And Tate's got it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
26, Saquon Barkley.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He was brought down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
4-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3.
20, Steelers 13.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy at points, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Roethlisberger looking middle, and it's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
At the 43.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Made by Devin Wood.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
25-yard line.
Now it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
On the play. First down, Steelers.
On first and 10 is Connor. Mike Pennell with the tackle.
James Conner.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Again, it's Connor. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium.
13.
It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. After a pickup of 8, second and 2.
The ball carrier.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the Giants' 9-yard line.
2 yards left on second down from the 9. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this pitch hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Second and goal.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the second try.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Bud Dupree with the big sack, and something really jumped up for him in 2019. 11.5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and boy, did he play well for Pittsburgh. That's what they look for in an outside linebacker. The former first-rounder gave it to him in 2019.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
32-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. The drive will start with Conner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. A give to the brother of JJ. This is Derek Watt. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Carried by the fullback.
Blake Martinez, second in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. On the handoff, it's Snell. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger able to hit his target, Claypool. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. Here's Snell yet again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
On third down, it's Counter. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Counter. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. On the handoff, Connor, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown.
James Conner, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Giants take over first and 10.
So now Jones and the Giants down 27-20, 70 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down to Barkley on the check down.
Jones pass.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line.
And 4 at the 40.
Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. It's brought in left side by Tate. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Pittsburgh, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. You have grades for each position that rank. Browse available players to improve your team.
Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. Go ahead, touchdown like that. Go ahead, touchdown like that. Go ahead, touchdown like that.
You have an injury from the last game. See how long they'll.
Like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count a four and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit, cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touchdown like that. Go ahead, touchdown like